Aussie rules football is our nation's most popular sport. The top players are paid millions of dollars, and every week thousands of people gather to watch them play. It's a game that takes a lot of fitness, strength and skill, and it's very much dominated by men. But recently, the Women's League has been getting a bit more attention. We met up with a young player who reckons more girls should get involved. It's the most watched sport in Australia. With the top AFL players enjoying fame and fortune, it's also a sport that's full of guys. The only girls you're likely to see are behind the posts. Over time, there have been a handful of women's Aussie rules clubs around Australia, but the game's never attracted a big following, and you'd certainly never see them on TV. Now there's been a push to have women taking the field in an all-female league at the highest level. It's been a controversial issue for years. Some people used to think women shouldn't play a contact sport like footy because they aren't as strong as men. Others say a women's league would struggle because it wouldn't get enough sponsorship to keep it going. But now the AFL is getting involved to help start a footy league for women. And it will take its first steps in Melbourne, an exhibition match between the Melbourne Demons and the Western Bulldogs. A draft was held by the league back in May, which saw 50 of Australia's best female footy players selected to play.
What we are witnessing here is the first step of what I expect will become normal for our daughters and granddaughters.
Alex was one of the lucky ones.
I think I was more shocked than anything, really. I think just running out on the MCG, it's just a childhood dream of mine. Always wanted to play AFL, but when I was younger, I never thought that I'd be able to because it's a male-dominated sport. So, yeah, just running out on the MCG would just be like a dream come true.
The only problem, the date.
It's on the same night as my formal, so I had the choice of playing on the MCG or going to my formal, and I think that was a pretty easy decision for me.
Alex plays for the Port Adelaide Women's Football Club. It's one of around 100 women's footy clubs around Australia. They train a couple of times a week and play games on weekends. But don't be fooled into thinking women's footy isn't tough.
Watch one of our games because I can tell you that there's some pretty big hits out there, and I'm pretty sure the girls can handle themselves.
And Alex would like to see more girls getting involved.
Just get around a training or two and see if you like it, because once you start you probably won't want to go back, because the environment around a girls' footy team is just amazing, and yeah, you'll just have friends for life.
It's hoped there'll be a full women's league within the next few years.
So I would anticipate a couple of decades from now you will have issues pertaining to infrastructure. Will there be enough ovals? Will there be enough volunteers to take women's footy? So the issues around women's footy is not have we got enough players, have we got the infrastructure to manage those players that want to play?
And if that happens, we could see young players like Alex reaching new heights.